A mostly sunny good morning to you. I hope your day is going well for you, wherever you might be. Maybe I shouldn't say mostly sunny, deceptively sunny. It looks like it's a whole lot warmer out there till you walk outside. Matthew Lester here at Radio Center along with me. And Matthew, temperatures, what do we got right now?
Well, over at the airport, it's sunny at 24. Over in Midland, it's mostly sunny at 25. Here at Radio Center, it's sunny at 25. We have west winds at 17 miles per hour, and our pressure is at 30.10, and it's rising.
Everybody had a pretty deep hole to work out of this morning. I'll tell you, it was, it was downright cold, and it was cold all the way down into the southernmost section, especially southeast Michigan. When you take a look at the Detroit area, Dearborn in particular, over at the Henry Ford farm, the museum down there, they started the morning off at 15 degrees. At the airport here at Radio Center, we were looking at 16 and 18 degrees overnight. Midland was at 17, Flint 17, Caro 17, Bad Axe 18, Ann Arbor was talking 17 degrees. And then you take a look at a few other locations over in the thumb. Tuscola County, Caro, Cass City, Vassar, all coming in at 16. The back 40 in Richville this morning, it was 15. Lexington over in Sanilac County, 17. Bad Axe, 19. Frankenmuth had 15 degrees overnight. Down in Genesee County, quite a few locations reporting 16 degrees. Lapeer, 15 degrees. St. Clair County, Algonac in particular, 19. Oakland County, Farmington at 17 there. And let me see, it was 19 degrees down in Lenawee County, around Tecumseh. Up north, where you would expect it to be cold, it was. We only saw one reading single digits overnight, and that was Mayo. Mayo dropped down to 8 degrees, one of the warmer spots in northern Michigan, strange as it may seem. Pellston, they're usually one of the cold spots in the state. They only dropped down to 22 for a low last night. Houghton Lake was at 16, Gaylord at 18, Atlanta 12, Detour Village looking at 15 degrees, East Tawas also at 15, Engadine at 12, Gladwin, you woke up this morning at 13 degrees, Glennie at 14, Standish overnight low of 16, West Branch a little bit cooler. They came in at 12. Now, all of that on top of some snow on the ground. Gaylord says they have just under a foot of snow on the ground as of early this morning. A few other locations, Mansalona, they have pretty close to a foot. Gaylord, they do say on another report that they're looking at 13 inches of snow. Traverse City currently has 9. Kingsley has 7.5. East Jordan, 6.5. Looking at one other location here, I think it was, Mayo has 4. Grayling has 8. Harbor Springs has 3.5. And Elmira has over a foot of snow on the ground. None of that snow is going to go away today. We're looking for maybe getting ourselves up to about 28 degrees. We're going to need the sun to get there. Unfortunately, as we go into the afternoon, we're going to see an increase in the clouds. We've got a lot of lake effect snow going on all the way from the Mackinac Bridge right straight down to about Houghton Lake and then west toward Lake Michigan. And then you start, I want to say just south of Cadillac and go all the way down through southwest Michigan into northeastern Indiana. Lake effect snows, and those will continue as we go through the afternoon hours because of that west wind. Now, late tonight, early tomorrow morning, the wind's going to change a little bit, come out of the southwest. Still going to be quite gusty, even though we're going to be looking at a low of 22, so a little bit warmer tonight than what it was last night. We're going to have that southwest wind gusting up to 30 miles per hour. So we are going to have a wind chill to worry about. During the day tomorrow, a mix of clouds and sun, but because of that southwest wind, and it'll be gusting up to 35 miles per hour tomorrow, I got a funny feeling we're going to be 35, 36, 37 degrees. Snow in the early morning hours tomorrow morning, but then clouds as we go through the day. 29 for a low tomorrow night. High pressure over eastern Tennessee is going to be the primary weather driver, moving our temperatures up and kind of clearing things out. So we're not going to see the lake effect snows. Now on Thursday, we'll be warmer still. We'll be above average. Average is 41 in the afternoon. Thursday will be at 45 for a high, 26 for a low. 26 is about normal, maybe just a tad below normal on the nighttime temperatures. Then overnight, we're going to see some shower activity develop on Thursday night as a low pressure system over the Tennessee Valley is going to be drafting some moisture from southeast and east Texas and Louisiana right up at us into the Ohio River Valley. During the day overnight on Thursday night, and during the day on Friday, we're going to have a chance of some showers, rain showers, but it does appear as though we're going to be on the extreme north edge of the system. So the majority of the precipitation on Thursday night and Friday is going to be in Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio, and stay in the lower Ohio River Basin and the Tennessee Valley. So we're not going to see as much rain as what they will be getting there. Saturday, clouds, upper 30s. Sunday, clouds, chance of some showers, rain showers, as we move into the afternoon and the early evening on Sunday. Upper 30s on Saturday, 46 for a high on Sunday, 42 for a low on Monday. The chances of showers will still be around. And again, these are rain showers because the long-range forecast will take us all the way through the 11th of December is for our temperatures to be running above normal for this time of the year, precipitation values to be average. 65 is a record high on this date that was set in 2006. 2006 on the 28th of November was the warmest day on record. 65 was our high, 43 was our low. The record low on this date is 4. That was set in 1955, and that 1955, November 28th, was the coldest on record. 16 was our high, and 4 was our low. Record amount of snow on this date, 1991, about 4.25 inches of snow. Sun will set this evening at 5:02, rise tomorrow morning at 7:47. Yeah, those days are getting pretty short, and they're not as short as they will be. We're going to be looking at the shortest day of the year come rolling along about the 20th, 21st of December. More on the weather as we go through the broadcast. Matthew, who do we have standing by?
Up next, we have Abby Terwilliger from the Andersons and Doug Klein from Oppenheimer.
But before we get to them, we want to remind you the weather forecast brought to you by the folks at Nutrient Ag Solutions.
Nutrient Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend the corn, soybean, and other seed products that are the best fit for your field. Plus, unparalleled agronomic support with products and services to unlock yield potential and improve crop performance from planting to harvest. Ask about our financing options to help you get more from every acre and lead the field. Visit your local Nutrient Ag Solutions branch or go to nutrientagsolutions.com.
Say, do you want to unlock the secret to higher yields? If you're applying dry fertilizer, the key to better yield potential is Titan XC. Titan XC is a fertilizer biocatalyst that unlocks and releases the bound up nutrients in granular fertilizer, promoting better root uptake and plant growth. Drive performance this season and beyond. Release more nutrition. Expect better results with Titan XC. For more information, visit lpi.ag/unlock or contact your Nutrient Ag Solutions crop consultant today. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Weiss Equipment and Frankenmuth. Those Farmall tractors, they've got them. You got some work that has to be done. I think a few of you do. The Farmall tractor will help you out. Horsepower range, 35 to 140 horses. So they've got just about anything and everything that you would need to get the job done quickly and easily. And that job getting done starts with choosing the right Farmall tractor. That's why Weiss Equipment carries a wide range of Case IH Compact Farmall Series tractors. You're going to find the right fit for your operation, anywhere from the Value Pack Compact Farmall A to the Deluxe Compact Farmall C and C Series with cabs. Yeah, the tractor does it all. So no matter what you're doing, Can Do comes in red, and it's called Farmall. Find out more and pick one up. Special financing available right now. Also cashback savings available too at Weiss Equipment in Frankenmuth, doing it right longer. We say good morning to Abby Terwilliger over at the Andersons. Abby, how you doing today?
Oh, not too bad. It's sunny in Hemlock, so that is a good sign.
Are you staying warm?
Yes, if I stay inside.
Well, for the first time since last winter, I think, matter of fact, I think it was right around Snowfest. That would have been the end of January that I pulled out the overcoat, the heavy wool overcoat. And yesterday I thought, okay, I'm going to be just fine. Well, after yesterday and that wind chill, guess what came out of the closet?
Yeah, I'm sure. I don't blame you at all. I see the workers out walking around, and they got their big, thick, bright orange coats on and hats, and they're bundled up, and farmers are getting all bundled up to hopefully get the rest of this corn off.
Well, and again, with the weather being the way it is, the ground is starting to firm up just a little bit, so maybe they can get some work done, huh?
Yeah, hopefully so. I know yesterday a lot of them were stopped because there was still some snow on the leaves, but now that the sun's out, hopefully that can get those off, but while keeping the ground a little bit frozen still, so they can get in there without making too much ruts.
Yeah. So right now, as far as the markets are concerned, is it cooling down in Chicago, or is it warming up?
It's not making the farmers too happy, at least on the corn. Corn right now is at our cash price in Hemlock's $3.77. Soybeans is up 16 cents right now at $12.65. Red wheat $4.49 and white wheat $5.14.
Okay, we'll take that. Any particular reason why the markets are doing what they're doing, Abby?
I think corn, we just have an abundance of corn. They're saying, record yields. Soybeans, kind of the same thing, but opposite, is lower yields this year, and we're definitely going to be tight on numbers.
So at this stage of the game, with fingers crossed, keep an eye on the markets and contact your local consultant, so maybe you can capitalize on some of this move, huh?
Yep. Hoping to see soybeans go back up to, hit that $13 mark again, but that's 35 cents away, so it's going to probably take a little bit more than just changing the weather in Argentina and Brazil to really get that going up too much higher.
I think you're making a right point there. Abby, you have yourself a great day, okay?
You too. Thank you, Terry.
You bet. Abby Terwilliger over at the Andersons. A little bit more in depth as far as what the markets are doing. Doug Klein from Oppenheimer joining us. Market Report brought to you by Kryzak's House Family Restaurant. The holidays are coming up, and it might be a really good idea to reserve a table or two if you want to eat out at Kryzak's, because they are really getting busy. 989-894-5531. That's the number to call. It's also the number to call if you've got to provide the food for an event coming up. Kryzak's House is a great place to have that taken care of, because they'll get it ready for you, made to order, and you just pick it up, and everybody will be thrilled with the selection from Kryzak's at that party or event. 989-894-5531. Kryzak's House, corner of Cass in Michigan on Bay City's south side. And by Legendary Tree Care. You need some tree trimming done? You need tree removal done? Well, you need Legendary Tree Care. No job is too big. No job is too small. They're fully licensed and insured, and they specialize in those big projects too. LegendaryTreeCare.com, or like them on Facebook. They're there when you need them. Doug Klein, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Rocking and rolling on a chilly Tuesday.
Well, the Fed was dovish today, so that means they said that they might not raise interest rates again. We'll see. But that was one of the governors that came out and said that. So the dollar's down today, which is big, 102.77. So that's come down a long ways. But that's got crude oil heading up. That's probably why soybeans are also up. Precious metals are fairly strong today, 1 to 2%, depending on which one you're looking at. And of course, the stock market is solid today because of the weaker dollar. Microsoft hit a new high. Natural gas hit a new low, so that trend continues. And I looked at wheat, and it looks like they're okay. And corn hit a new low today. The March contract for corn hit 471 today, so that's kind of disturbing. Wheat is almost half price from where it was in July of 22, so that's kind of hard to digest there too. So whatever.
Yeah, talk about digest.
Yeah.
Wow.
I thought maybe if farmers had an adjustable payment schedule on the combine that they bought when wheat was $8, maybe they could adjust it down a little bit. Now that wheat's in the $4 or $5 range, but
okay,
that would be a more palatable.
I'm waiting for the formula to make that happen, Doug.
Yeah, right. That'd be a miracle.
Yeah,
anyway.
There you go.
Here's your numbers. The December corn is 452 3/4, down 2 3/4. March corn is 474 1/4, down a penny. January soybeans 1348, up 18 1/4. March soybeans 1366 1/2, up 18 1/4. December wheat is 536 1/2, down up 2 1/4, and March wheat is 566 1/4, up 5 1/4. The crude oil is 76.98, up $1.89. I think there's an OPEC meeting coming in the next few days, so probably a little anticipation there. Heating oil is 283.13. That's up 7.5 cents. Gasoline is 220.53. That's up 6 cents, and I picked it up for 278 yesterday without using any major discounts in Carroll there. So
are you willing to share where you did that?
No kidding. Well, it's in Carroll. It's Speedway there.
Oh, really?
So it wasn't bad. It was only $80 to fill up the Suburban. Not horrible.
Yikes.
Yeah. Natural gas is 292 1/2. That's down 2 cents. Over to currencies, Canadian dollar. U.S. dollar buys $1.3570 Canadian. That's down 45 ticks. The dollar buys 147.52 yen. That's down 115 ticks. Euros at 109.95. That's up 42 ticks. The dollar's at 102.78. That's down 42 ticks. Gold is at $2,036.60, up 24.20. Silver's 24.93, up 25 cents. Platinum's at 936.60, up 18.60.
All righty, Doug. Have a good one.
All right, you too.
We'll talk to you again. Doug Klein over at Oppenheimer. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Freeland Bean and Grain. Now's the time to be taking care of some business here before the end of the year. There are some pricing opportunities available to you, Mr. Farmer, whether you're talking fertilizer or whether you're talking seed availability, the corn, the soybeans. Remember, they're a Dairyland seed headquarters over there. So check them out, Freeland Bean and Grain. Their whole idea is they've been serving you for more than 40 years. And serving you is their business. So give them a call today at Freeland Bean and Grain. We'll be right back.
Stein delivers more new genetics faster. Our focus on delivering higher yielding genetics faster than the competition is why we have released more new Enlist E3 lines in the past 5 years than any other seed company. For elite genetics paired with simple, flexible, and effective weed control, plant Stein Enlist E3 soybeans. Stein has yield, 45 years of yield. Learn more at steinseed.com.
Make sure your equipment is ready for storage with equipment inspections from your New Holland dealer. Bring in your machine for an equipment inspection and pay no interest and make no payments for at least 4 months on qualifying purchases of genuine New Holland parts and service. Plus, you'll save 10% off genuine New Holland corn and grain header parts with a combine header inspection. Visit your New Holland dealer, Ellen's Equipment in McBain, Ithaca, or Beale City to get these limited time deals.
Risk management is what it's all about, Mr. Farmer, and hopefully a lot of you had that risk management administered by the folks at the Michael Sarr Crop Insurance Agency. Many of you did have the opportunity working with Sarr this past year to take advantage of the good things and protect yourself against the bad. Mother Nature gave us a little bit of both. Now, just remember, the Michael Sarr Crop Insurance Agency is licensed to serve all of Michigan with both conventional and organic crop insurance. Their agents can be reached directly on their cell phones for questions or emergencies, or you can just call the office in Reese, 989-868-4722. Plan ahead with the folks at the Michael Sarr Crop Insurance Agency. Matthew, who do we have up first?
Up next, we have Craig Voorhees from the Rummel Insurance Agency.
Hey, Craig, how you doing?
Pretty good, Perry. Glad to see the blue sky. Just wish the temperatures would go up.
That would be kind of nice, wouldn't it?
It certainly would help get rid of the snow, too.
Oh, man. Well, some folks, I won't commit them. Some folks do like snow.
Yeah, I'd be one of those, just not quite ready for it just yet.
There you go. There you go. Craig, what should we be talking about right now?
Well, since there is the white stuff on the ground, this is the time of year we get several phone calls from folks putting plows on their trucks, maybe buying salt spreaders and going to go out and do some snow removal for hire. And we always encourage that, but we also encourage folks to check with their insurance agent before they go out and do that. Chances are there's going to be some adjustments needed to be made to your current policy, and depending on how ambitious you are and how many accounts you're going to have, we may even have to get you a completely separate policy. So add that to your list of things to do before you go out and start moving snow and salting and all that fun stuff.
I know there's some guys that bought a new plow, 2 years ago, and they really haven't had to use it all that much.
No, they haven't. So I'm sure they're chomping at the bit to get going, and we'll see what Mother Nature provides. But make sure you got your coverage in place too, because folks will oftentimes ask you for proof of coverage before they hire you. So you want to make sure you got everything in order.
Yeah, good advice. Craig Voorhees, always good to talk. You take care. Have a great day, okay?
We're trying. You too, Terry. Thank you.
All righty. Craig Voorhees with the Rummel Agency. We'll take a quick break, and then we'll be right back.
From breeders' first work on trait identification through years of strip trials all the way to shipping, it takes a team of experts to deliver every beta seed variety. The teamwork doesn't end there. It continues with our most important teammate, growers like you. Your feedback helps us shape the next generation of sugar beet solutions to maximize tonnage and sugar content while managing disease. Let's keep the momentum going. Contact your beta seed rep for more info. Beta seed, breeding confidence.
Well, it looks like the folks are starting to chomp at the bit, Jerry Samalski, Bay Landscaping and Garden Center in Essexville, because you were talking about salt and its negative effects in more ways than one on a lot of things. You want to repeat that again? Because we did have a couple of people say, hey, they caught it like right at the very end of our conversation.
Yeah, Terry, salt does a wonderful thing like a lot of things. Particularly homeowners, if a little's good, a lot's great, and that's not always true. So, we want to be careful about what we use. Salt is a good ice melt. There are some sodium chloride. I think, let's see, that is salt, but mag chloride is a little bit better. It'll work a little bit colder temperatures, and it doesn't have quite as bad effect upon the plants. That said, you can overdose on anything. So let's make sure that we just apply enough to do the job. I've been at places in June and July, and there's still salt pushed up to the front door of businesses. And so clearly that's over-salting if it's been there that long. So salt a little, let it do its work. If it's not caught up, go back and salt again. A little goes a long way. And let's see what we can do about keeping the plants and grass. I've seen strips of grass 18 inches wide all along sidewalks dead because of too much salting.
Yeah, you're right. Jerry Samalski, thanks for the advice. We'll talk to you again tomorrow, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Jerry Samalski, Bay Landscaping and Garden Center in Essexville. Talking about cold weather, talk about Carhartts maybe. Ed Raymond & Sons, quality clothing and shoes since 1919. Has got a pretty good inventory of the Carhartts right now, the Red Wing shoes and boots, and the Stormy Cromer accessories. If you got somebody out there who's kind of tough to buy for, hey, wouldn't be anything better than this Christmas, a brand new Carhartt jacket. Check it out. For over 100 years, they've been taking care of business at 151 West Broad Street in Chesaning, edraymons.com. We say good morning to David Anderson, right, Matthew?
Yeah.
David, good
Hey, good morning, Terry.
How's things
How are ya?
going? Good.
Well, the Fed had some dovish comments this morning that has the markets feeling pretty good. Dow Jones Industrial Average is ahead 167 points at 35,499, volume of 253 million shares. NASDAQ is ahead 45 points at 14,286 on volume of 324 million shares. Locally, stocks are also feeling the love. Deere down 3 cents at 362.18. Caterpillar up 95 cents at 248.34. CMS Energy up 62 cents at 57.95. Dow up 57 cents at 51.69. DuPont up 74 cents at 71.96. Corteva up 51 cents at 46.24. Huntington Bank up 11 cents at 10.91. Independent Bank down 3 pennies at 21.31. General Motors up 24 cents at 28.74. Ford up a nickel at 10.39. Mosaic up 39 cents at 36.39. And AT&T down 3 pennies at 16.17.
David, you have a great day.
You as well. Take care.
Thank you. David Anderson over at Baird and Company. Farm Service has been brought to you today by the folks at Steiner Tractor. New parts for old tractors made easy. 800-234-3280. That's the telephone number. Their website is steinertractor.com. So if your job and life depend on if your tractor runs or it stops running and you need it to run, Steiner Tractor, they are the solution to that problem. We'll be right back.
Before it's too late and white mold becomes a problem, you need to ask your seed dealer for Heads Up seed treatment. When raising soybeans in the Midwest, you know the risk of being caught unprepared. As heard on Ag PhD, there are several steps you can take prior to planting for a successful management plan against white mold. Compatible and cost-effective season-long protection starts now by asking your seed dealer to apply Heads Up to your bean seed order. For more information, visit headsupst.com.
Farm Service has been brought to you today by the folks at Quality Roasting of Reese, purchasing local soybeans, processing local beans, and marketing local Exceller meal, which is a high bypass soybean meal for your dairy herd since 1991. Quality Roasting of Reese. Back at 12:30 with an update. Now we conclude our program with the playing of our national anthem.